Oh, hello. Welcome back today. Who's going crazy? Not me. Totally sane. Well, we're going to get you guys moving again today. We have a nice little workout planned. We're going to start off with a little bit of hamstring and glute mobility. All right. So we're going to find probably a door jam will work just fine. Or if you're like mega flexible, then you can use like just like a wall somewhere. All right. So I want you to go down on the side of the door jam. You're going to have one leg down sitting through the door and one leg up. Okay. Now this top leg should be pretty relaxed. If you're like quivering in this position, then you got to back yourself up a little bit. Okay. Once you're there, what I want you to do is push this leg into the door jam and then bring this leg up. Tap, tap. Okay, you're gonna go for 15 of those. If you feel like that doesn't quite give you quite enough, and as you come up, you can try and pull that toe back, or you can just try and keep this toe pulled back the whole time. Okay, you do 15 on one side, switch, 15 on the other side. All right. After we do that, guy, we're going to go into pigeon stretch, okay? So, going to start like a mountain climber, down facing dog, whatever you want to call it, position. You're going to bring one leg up and across, okay? Face this way, okay? So your foot's kind of in line with your other hip. Your knee is right in front of your sternum. And all I want you to do is kind of think about taking this butt cheek and dropping it down to the floor without letting your hips open up, okay? So you're trying to close down and then drop yourself down. If you want more of a stretch, your right leg is down, reach out your left arm, and then try and drop that left shoulder, okay? And then last, if you want even more, bring your foot higher, and that should give you a pretty gnarly stretch into the glutes, okay? So there is our mobility / hip warm up for today, okay? From there, we're gonna go into some structural balance work, okay? So Chris is going to come in. I squatted the other day, so I walk like an old lady or an old man, old person, old humanoid. One of those that doesn't walk very well. Okay, first movement we have is going to be 15 glute bridges. Got to scooch forward a little bit, Chris. There you go. 15 glute bridges. All right, now the pièce de résistance on these glute bridges is you want to have your heels on, like if you're on hardwood, you want to have your heels on like a pillow or something like that. And as you do your glute bridge, I want you to try and keep your feet right where they are. Okay, back down, touch your butt, come right back up. Okay, this is just going to work those hamstrings in a bit more of an isometric position. Sometimes we don't do a whole lot. All right, we want to try and avoid that sliding out. And then something else I want you to think about as well is your rib cage will tend to flare up a little bit, and you'll start to use your low back a bit too much. Okay, so we talk a lot about that hollow position and kind of maintaining that distance from the rib cage to the pelvis. So as you're pushing your glutes up, let's make sure that you're not flaring those rib cage. You're kind of keeping those ribs pushed down, and that way it's going to work your glutes, and it's not going to jack up the low back, okay? So 15, touch back, and so touch your back, and then push back up, okay? So we're going to get you back standing again, and then we're going to go into a sliding Cossack squat, okay? So you're going to have one foot fixed. All right, and then you're going to slide that one leg out, down, and then pull yourself back up, okay? So Chris is like super mobile and really strong in this position, so it makes it look a lot easier than it really is going to be. So as you're going through these, just be careful. Don't go crazy. Don't go 0 to 100 and try and see if you can like get your butt right down to the floor or anything, okay? So you're just going to go 5 of these on one side, and then you'll switch 5 on the other side, okay? You're going to go 4 rounds through those 2 structural balance movements. And then from there, we're going to go into the workout, okay? So the workout is going to be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of 2 movements, okay? First movement is going to be a loaded squat, okay? So we have a lot of options for a loaded squat. The other day, we did our thrusters with our jug of Lysol or Mr. Clean or whatever. So that's an option for you in that front rack position. Or I think Barrett talked about loading up a book bag with some weight. So take a bag, throw as much books in there as you can, and then hold it in your front rack position, and then you can go into your normal squats, okay? Then there's lots of options here. You can go into more of like a Zerker carry where you kind of have it like in front of you, resting in your arms for your squats. It's going to be a little bit tougher. It sits farther off your midline, so it's a bit more challenging. Or if you want to make it a little bit easier, you can get it nice and close under your chin, and that's going to be a bit more kind of your front rack that you'd feel with a barbell, okay? So really a lot of options, and then just kind of work with whatever you have. If you have something that's quite heavy, then keeping it closer to your midline is going to be a bit better of an idea. If you have something that's a bit more awkward or kind of large and cumbersome, then that's going to sit a bit farther. It's going to be a bit more challenging. So you don't have to worry about adjusting things too much, okay? Now from there, we go into our implement facing burpee, okay? So comes down, there you go. He's going to fly through the camera, woo, all right? So as you're going through these, let's try and still make sure we're doing our normal burpee where we're trying to hike our feet to our chest and then get a 2-foot takeoff on the way over. Now, granted, if there's things around you that have pointy edges on them, maybe step over just so you don't clip a toe and then impale yourself. That would be bad, all right? But regardless, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is the workout. If you're feeling you've got a bit of extra piss and vinegar, vim and vigor, whatever you want to call it, then you can go 10 to 1 and then 1 back up to 10, okay? So work hard, have fun, stay positive, and let's see you guys do one good deed for someone that you know and someone that might need a bit of help today, okay? Have a good day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.